What's good, black man? What's going on?
Oh, nothing. Just out here working and out here working in podcasts.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. You got to do what you got to do, cause the boss always need to get that money, and you know how the boss is. When that boss want that money, the boss want that money. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
So, you know, it feels good to have the boss land next to you at night, don't it? Man, come on now. You know I couldn't let that one go. You know I had to get one in.
I ain't worried about it.
Hey man,
Boss
ain't nothing
man
wrong
ain't
with it.
next to me. It's more so the trust me. If that was the boss man, that would be an easy. That'd be an easy exchange. Unfortunately, I got other bosses. It's not such an easy exchange.
What-
But
Man, come on.
if it
It
were
can't.
easy, everybody would do it.
Man, it can't be that bad, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You just walk up in there, put some baby pot on your hand, go right to the boss and just give them that quick 1-2. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna know their place.
I have to do that after I hit the Mega Millions.
It ain't always got to be about the Mega Million, man. You could go up in there and um yeah, actually, it does got to be the Mega Million because you
Yeah,
got to.
yeah. Because I gotta be able to bail myself out. Then on top of that, right, I gotta have another job or another means to support myself.
um you can since they're doing this mass deportation thing, you know what I'm saying, you can always get some oranges and stay on the side of the road and whatnot. And you can say you will work for food and everything like that. So I mean, these people will guarantee give you a give you all the help you need. I'm just saying.
I mean, I can always drive the people back. Is America gonna pay me to shuttle them back? Cause I shuttle them.
Oh, God, Jesus. You holding strong with you holding strong with that one, ain't you, brother? You holding strong with that one, man.
What?
Nothing, man. Hey, you know what? I really didn't want to, what I'm saying, do all the whole political thing and whatnot. But hey, man, yeah, y'all extreme right wings, y'all something else, man. You know what I'm
How?
saying? Cause man, y'all really believe into something all the way down into y'all core and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? You see what your boy wanted the office up in the White House, and he got denied that. Um, I can't think of what my man name is. He up there calling Elon racist and told him to go back to Africa. That was funny. He was up there talking about then hey, I'm just saying. Then the other guy, the Indian dude, he was so hardcore. He was so hardcore. They told him he had a job up in Doge and whatnot, right?
hmm
And since when they won, he told them, "You're fired. We don't need you no more. You done your job." Then the killing, the killing part about all that is once he got the job done doing all that, and he thought he was gonna go back to Ohio and get that Senate seat. The governor of Ohio said, "Nah, we're not giving you that Senate seat. We're gonna save it for somebody else," and gave it to his lieutenant governor. So now, I think his name is Swami or something other.
Are you
He finna
talking
run.
about Vivek Ramashadaway? I believe.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. I can't pronounce his name, But yeah, he up to talking
Viva
about,
la Vivek. Yeah, yeah. I say Viva la Vivek.
hey, not my state. I don't give a shit. But he gonna run for governor or whatnot. But he was having this interview with this lady,
Hmm.
and she outright said, "You are very articulate for African American."
Wow.
And then she's like, "Wait a minute, you're not African American, so I can't say that." And she went on. She went even further with it and was like, "Yeah, real talk, real talk." She went further with it. She was like, "You are so right wing and strong for us, and I really appreciate it. But because you're Indian, I would never vote for you." And I was like, damn, these your people. These your people you stand so strong for. And push they don't have your back, dog.
Well, let's take a breather from the laughing and admit that there are idiots on both sides. There's ignorance on both sides. I'm gonna stand here and say right now that no political party is absolutely total 100%, 110% right. You got idiots on the right and idiots on the left. And I'm not even an extremist because even from that story, even though it's funny, it's ignorant. I'm shaking my head over here because it's like, yo, all right, that's how you think. All right, cool. So, like, if it was up to me, I would get rid of her. I'd be like, yeah, I wouldn't want nobody like that on my side at all. So let's start there. Two, as far as it goes for the like Vivek not getting that Senate seat, that's called nepotism, my guy. The country runs on it. I mean, we've seen it from Kanye West getting Northwest that whole Lion King bid where she can't even hold a tune, right? To Fortune 500 CEOs, or in this case, Senate seat holders and political holders, legitimately holding out to put their boys in. It's called nepotism. That's messed up. So yeah, I'm not down with, I'm not gonna say, yo, I agree with nepotism at all. But it is a way of our country. So what can you do? But if they're gonna be so ignorant, for those who are so ignorant to say that, yo, I don't need you either. If it was up to me, I'd be tossing them out. So,
Hey, you know what? You may not believe in nepotism, but I do. I'll tell you like this. If I'm running a company, yeah, I would look out for my kids, you know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is I would make sure they have the proper training so they can take over. I'm not just saying, hey, here's the job and keep it moving. If you're not gonna do the training, yeah, you can go in the mailroom, but you got a job. You probably would make more than a lot of people would working in the mailroom and stuff like that. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I have no problem with nepotism. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? Long as the job is getting done the right way. That's the only thing that concerns me. The part that I'm laughing at, not about the nepotism
yeah.
part, the part that I'm laughing at the most is how blatantly racist it was. You know what I'm saying? That's the part that I'm laughing at. You know what I'm saying? We sit here and work with the most racist people and think it's okay if they're talking about another group. But when it comes on it, they being racist towards my group, and all of a sudden I'm surprised. You shouldn't be surprised when they already told you what they was from the get-go. And I'm not saying all Republicans is racist. I'm not. I'm not saying all Democrats is racist. Not racist. You know what I'm saying? Because it's racism on both sides. But the blatancy on the other side that I don't support, you know what I'm saying? It truly amazes me when people had that I can't believe you said that to me look on their face. When they pretty much said what they're going to do, and when they do it, you're shocked. That's the part that really just truly believable in everything. That's the part that's unbelievable. So, I mean, at the end of the day, it's going to be what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, good luck to him in Ohio. And like I always tell anybody that know me, the best part of Ohio is that welcome to Michigan sign or welcome to Kentucky or now leaving. So hey, that's Ohio. I'm biased. Only time I won't be biased if I decide to run for president. I need these votes, but I pretty much not gonna run for president.
They gonna look at this podcast and be like, yeah, we ain't voting for you.
I don't give a shit. I don't want no. I wouldn't get. Look, if I ever, real talk, if I ever ran for president, this is just flat out. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna legalize federally marijuana. I'm gonna legalize crack. You know what I'm saying? I'm taxing everything. You can smoke as much crack as you want to, as long as I get that tax revenue. You know what I'm saying? I'm making sure I get all the money. You know what I'm saying? Whoever run the cartels and whatnot, y'all ain't gotta sneak it through the border. We gonna have shipping routes. Y'all can come in. You know what I'm saying? Look, we want all that money. We want all the smoke. You know what I'm saying? So they talk. Look, I'm look. Even with that being said, it's gonna end up putting a lot of police out of work because the drug enforcement task that's gone. We gonna get rid of dare and everything. You know what I'm saying? Look, we gonna lower the drinking age to 12. You can start smoking at 8. I don't care, man. I wouldn't be crooked. I would be a politician that just didn't care. You know what I'm saying? The hardest thing that I would be on if I ever became a senator, House representative, governor, president, whatever, mayor, whatever government office. The hardest thing I would come down is on tree jumpers. No mercy with tree jumpers. And you know what I'm saying? Even with them people that got to go on the register, you know what I'm saying? It depends on what you done. Like there's people that got to go on the register because you was caught outside using the bathroom. And somebody was having a bad day. So, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. I'm like, nah, we ain't going to put you on the register for that. But you will be on a watch list. Just in case. You got a 5-year watch list.
Now I think that would be something I totally agree with. You was out taking a piss. You got caught. All right. Yo, you were peeing. Indecent. I know it's indecent, but you were peeing. You weren't flashing.
Yeah, you ain't out here trying
to say, come here, coochie coochie coo. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Stuff like
I agree with you. That I feel like everybody that is on the registry list for urination or even defecation, that's not the same as you shouldn't be registered for that. I seriously. Watch list, most definitely. All right. And if you don't do anything, you never get a toxic publication again. All right, cool, whatever. Do your thing. You had one of them nights. We done all had a night where we done had to pee outside. It's just some of us have had worse days than others.
Some of us have bladder problems. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I don't want to sit in my car and just urinate all over myself. That's disgusting. So, you know what I'm saying? If I find me a tree, let me get behind this tree or bush or whatever the case may be. I'm going to look 2 or 3 times, if anybody around. Then, you know what I'm saying? Gotta go.
Y'all need to start getting Gatorade and Powerade bottles.
Well, if you in your car and you ain't thinking about that's for like road trip stuff. Cool, road trip. Hey, okay, bam. Okay, do what I got to do. But if I'm just riding along, home, you pull into a gas station. Oh, this only for the workers. Can't use it. All right, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm finna run behind this dumpster and I'm finna do what I got to do. Real talk. You know what I mean? Because one apple kind of do spoil the bunch for everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people that can jack some stuff up and they shouldn't even, you know what I'm saying? These companies don't really have to let you use the bathroom. But you do, and you mess the entire bathroom up. That's horrible. Then you grown. 90% of us that got to use bathrooms and stuff is grown. You know what I'm saying? They more than welcome to let a child or a woman use the bathroom before they let a grown man do it. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, it is what it is. You know what I mean?
I've always wondered. I've gone into bathrooms and seen some of the nightmares, and I always wonder where the fuck is some of these people's booty holes on their back? Because like how'd you go up the wall? What was you, Spider-Man hanging upside down and just decided to let go? Like,
Dog,
uh,
dog.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
This guy. No,
Instead of
man.
Toby McGuire kissing on Kristen Dunst hanging upside down, it's Toby McGuire hanging upside down, letting it go.
Dog, like that gas station right there on 7 Mile in Grand River. That bathroom is horrible. Horrible.
Where
7 Mile in Grand River. That bathroom is horrible. It got so bad up in there, man. They was charging people $0.25 to use the bathroom. And even right there, it's no. Even if you didn't want to go in the bathroom, there's no spot to go hide anywhere to use the bathroom. It's horrible, dog. I mean, it's just so next level of horrible. It's downright deplorable. You know what I'm saying? The way some of these people, you know what I'm saying, they be like, and some of these people, they really act like monkeys and shit, and they shit their hand and throw it all up on the wall, smear it across the mirrors and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't got no home training. They like, I ain't got to clean it up. I don't care. That's just nasty, man. There's truly
I
something
don't even
wrong
like when it touches my hand, let alone. Ugh. Y'all out here scooping handfuls of it? Oh no. Mm-mm. No.
No, okay. All right.
No. I'm being like seriously. Like,
So am I.
come on, we've all been there. We've all wiped ourselves, and sometimes the tissue tear. All right, it happens. We're all human. And I'm quickly trying to wash my hands off of that. And we got whole people digging for gold, just grabbing and smearing. Like, come on, no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Like when I've seen stuff like that. Like you walk into a bathroom, I'm like, I want to just find that person and rub their face in it. Like, yo, use their face as a paintbrush. Like here.
Hey, some people, oh my God, some people's probably into that kind of stuff, man. But it's just.
I heard some of the potentially, some of the cast members of tonight's conversation.
Huh?
Oh, you don't. Tonight's conversation is a podcast crew. Correction. They were a podcast crew. They started in a good old fashioned back to Ohio, started in Dayton, grew up big, ended up doing city tours. State to state. Good times. I think they ran like 5 years. And one of them decided to be Mr. Diabolical, and I guess in a gist, I want to say allegedly rob people of all their money on merchandise, so on and so forth. And allegedly, he has some of them have some kinks and fetishes that revolve around bodily functions. So that's why I said that's why I mentioned tonight's conversation. I'm gonna say this. Shout out to them, and I wish them the best of luck. And I also feel really bad and sad because I like them. I like to see people coming together, doing something. Because I went to two of their programs, and they you go in and it's kind of like an auditorium setting, but you kind of get up, dance, and have a good time, and then they get into doing like live podcasts from the stage, and just
Uh-huh.
it was just all around a good vibe. But hey, as you say, one apple will spoil the bunch when left unchecked. And one apple spoiled the bunch and disintegrated the whole group. So,
You mean
RIP to tonight's conversation.
you mean to tell me somebody had a kink of excrement and
I I'm gonna say allegedly, but there's a
okay. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Is just okay. To each his own. You know what I'm saying? To each is MF and O. It's not for me to say about what people are into or anything of that nature. I just know I ain't into that. That's nasty. You know what I'm saying? And I done some weird. I done did some weird stuff. I'm not into the whole fecal matter thing. I'm not. That's I just don't know what to say to that. I don't. I don't. I don't know what to say to that. That's nasty. Yeah. 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 Anyway, moving on. Moving on. Um, yeah. Yeah. What's next on the agenda, brother? I guess I lost Tommy Guns, but anyway, I don't know what happened. He must have lost connection and whatnot. So, look, man, it's been a really a wild week with a bunch of stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? The most biggest thing that's really been popping off is no. The funniest thing to me is how everybody up here for the inauguration, they looking at this man as the next. They got a couple people that I done work with. Look as DJ as the second coming. They got God, Trump, then Jesus. You know what I'm saying? The only thing this man is really doing is really playing people. He's just a salesman. He wanted y'all to go out here and buy this Trump coin, and the coin has no value at all. But he's making a grip selling a coin that's not making no money. And you think it's an investment, and it's not. It started off at like $46, now it's down to like 20 something dollars. This man lost $1 million in the first couple of hours because he thought it was supposed to go up to 50, but it never did. That's some funny stuff right there. How is it that you want to invest in something, but truly don't know what you're investing in? You just go off of what somebody say besides doing your own research. And that's what a lot of us, that's what a lot of people do. I ain't gonna say a lot of us because the people that look like me, real talk, they don't invest anyway. You know what I'm saying? And it's like a couple people like that I know personally and talk to. They talk about you need to have an investment class and start teaching people how to invest and whatnot. I'm like, man, no. That's not what I'm. That's not something that I want to do. I really don't want to do much of anything. I just like to crack jokes and have fun. But I like money, so that's what I do. I make money. I make money and I talk shit. I spend time with my dogs. I go all over the fucking country. Matter of fact, I'm finna start going all over the freaking planet. You know what I'm saying? Guns, you back?
Where's the first stop? Where's the first stop you going to, Mike?
Well, I was in Ohio last night, so um,
That don't count.
true. I got Hawaii on the menu. That's my next stop.
Are we gonna see you in the like beads and the Hawaiian shirt?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm gonna go live from Hawaii though when I get there. Cause I'm right now working on the plan to get some stuff together. You know what I'm saying? Like I was telling you, you know what I'm saying, last time I was thinking about moving out of state. But if the right call come, I might bust up and go to Hawaii. You know what I'm saying? Or I mess around and go to Singapore or some shit like that. No, not Singapore. Not Singapore. Not Singapore and Thailand.
Why?
I will go
Too many
visit.
Decepticons for you?
Yeah, I don't like Autobots and Transformers. And I'm good on that. That's not to each his own. To each his own, but not my cup of tea. If it's people cup of tea, you know what I'm saying? I'm over here drinking coffee. I'm straight.
You just got to do what our current president said when he was not. I repeat, when he was not president.
What's that?
Grab him by the.
Grab him by what? What? Grab him by what? I don't know. The Adam's apple? The milk duds?
Nah. Well, if you grab them by the milk duds, if they do have milk duds, now you know. But he told us to grab them by the
pussy. Grab him by the pussy.
He did say that, and now it makes a lot more sense, don't it?
He must have grabbed the dick before or something. Since he's up there, make sure you grab him by the pussy. Who said out of all the people he didn't fuck with? Look, man, I'm finna get a little ignorant now. I don't give a shit. Look, all right, it's after 7. Wasn't it a singing group called After 7 or something like that?
Huh?
Wasn't it an R&B group called After 7?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, okay, cool. Look, you gotta grab a bitch by the pussy. You wanna know why you gotta grab a bitch by the pussy? Because it's fun. There's no other reason, because some of these doctors out here. What's all the questions for, Miss Alexis? You comment and stuff. It showed up differently on the screen. Came up as question marks. But I'm just saying, some of these doctors, they know how to make it. Some of these doctors know how to make they cut the sausage and turn it into a vagina. Good. They some professionals. You know what I'm saying? I need to have some DNA samples. You know what I'm saying? I need some birth certificates. I want to see where you started at. You know what I'm saying? If you started at, now we're here. Hey, it is what it is at that point. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna tell you this story. Nope, not this story. Back in my younger days, before I turned my life around, when I was a heathen, out in these streets, I was a wild boy, man. I was living fast. You know what I mean? I got lucky that I always had a clean bill of health. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes You going out there in these streets, you don't come back with a clean bill of health. Either you got you start working at a factory, a bakery rather, with that white yeast popping out you.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you had to get the Q-tip stab stuck in your shaft, or you may even get to get the mallet when you had to go over to
I,
the Hermit Kiefer. What,
I
bro?
can say I can honestly say that the Lord is blessed. Never me.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. And that's a good thing. Some of my partners has been through that, so I know about it. And like I say,
Mm.
I was one of the lucky ones that never got caught up and had to go through the drips. You know, cause I took some advice from the OG Ice Cube. Always use your Jimmy Head condoms. Don't go bareback, man. You going bareback, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it can lead to a dangerous outcome. Have you ever seen one of them people that I ain't talking about Magic Johnson either? That got that ooh wee, and you sit there and watch them rot away? I have. I just seen somebody just rot away. You know what I'm saying? It looks worse than a crackhead that they insides are just eating them away alive, and there's nothing they can do about it. And they just start becoming bedridden. It's horrible. It's downright diabolical. But hey, it is what it is, and we can't change
I,
that.
oh, that we can't. I can actually say, um, I tell everybody who's under the sound of my voice who hears it, understand that all luck runs out, and I got out before all my luck ran out. So, because I fought my battles hand to hand. All right. So, but never came back with never came back with uh anything. I thank God for that. So,
And you know what I'm saying? I'm raising my god kids up, every last one of them, every last one of them. I teach them to no matter if this person say they on the pill or whatever, the pill is just pill or the shot, whatever. That's just for pregnancy. That ain't you just ain't gonna have a baby, but you can still catch that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Do you want to spend the rest of your life, you know what I'm saying, looking like having cottage cheese on your on your shaft?
mm,
You know what I'm saying? Then people catching crabs and whatnot. And you know me personally, dog. I lived at the titty bar. I'm a titty bar junkie. I'm a connoisseur of the titties bars. I don't even like titties. I prefer a chick with A cups. Matter of fact, I like a chick with bee stings. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I met a chick. This one chick, she had a
t-
training bra on,
t-
and she like 37.
wow.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Probably gonna have to start a GoFundMe so she can get some titties, so she can boost her confidence up. Well, other than that, she made up for it though with her endless abilities. I'll say that. You know what I'm saying? She ain't never had nothing caught up in her throat. Well, Miss Alexis, I don't know if somebody can still have the baby on the pill. I don't know. I never thought about it. You know what I'm saying? I believe in abortions. So look,
I, be-
look. Go
I
ahead.
believe in swallows.
Blessed be. I believe in giving a woman face paint. You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm trying to blind you. Take your glasses off. I got you. Surprise. You know what I'm saying? I did some scandal. Shh. Nothing.
Well,
I
to each
understand.
their own.
I
You know.
understand you telling me they can and all, but that's cool. I mean, maybe one day I may have one, but other than that, you know what I'm saying. Maybe when I turn 70, I have my first one, like a couple people I know. Get a young 20-year-old pregnant when I'm 70. Then just disappear
What
and let her raise it.
what are they? Daddy, granddaddy?
No, she. Nah, the child still call me daddy, but she be calling me daddy too. So it really doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like Uncle Grandpa and whatnot.
Mm-mm.
That cartoon is still funny to me. Uncle Grandpa,
Mm-mm.
you my uncle and my grandpa at the same time. That's a hell of a family dynamic. They must be from Mississippi or Alabama.
Somewhere below the Mason Dixon.
Hey, well you know how it is up under the Jesus belt. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the Bible belt. It's up under the Bible belt. That's what it's called.
Correct.
Yeah, man. It's been a slow news cycle lately. Ain't nothing really too ain't nothing really too ignorant popped off. You know what I'm saying? Putin over there crying that they losing $300 billion a month, or whatever the case may be. China telling them they need to chill out. You know what I'm saying?
Um, I would be crying too if I was Putin, because I know that somebody somewhere is writing in the history books that I lost to a group of farmers and they ran up on me with some tractors and stole my tanks. Crying too.
Man, I don't believe.
Like,
I don't. I don't.
nah, nah, don't do that. Don't do that. Listen. Nah, it could, you're right. It could be a fabrication, but let me tell you something. And
Go
that's
ahead.
this. That's this. I would have quit the war. I would have quit the war. Okay? Let me send soldiers over. I got submarines, and I'm talking about some. I lost to dudes in fisher boats, and they took my Navy carriers with tugboats and fisher boats. I'm blowing everybody up.
Miss Alexis, you can call into the show if you want to. You're more than welcome. What is that phone number? Let me see. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know. Hold
Well, I will say, did you skip the link I sent you?
on. Where?
One of President Trump's associates, he had made a bet with Trump. He's from another country, and he's
Oh, the
saying that
banker guy. Yeah, I saw
yeah,
that.
and he's like, hey, he's gonna pour in like five. Now I'm like, hey, if he does it, and I hope he does, I'm like, yo, kudos. I know, um, I'm celebrating about that. Not so much about the money, but Illinois is reported, but we got to see. But so far, it's reported that the Illinois Stellantis plant, will be returning back to work, or at least giving back 1,500 people, putting 1,500 back in employment, along with the some of the plants that are here and in Ohio, and yeah, Ohio, Michigan, maybe Indiana. And I know he's taking some jobs out of Canada and bringing them back here too. So if that's all true, kudos to that. Um, definitely kudos to that. Um, I'm always down when people get employed or can be employed. I'm always down for that. You know, so I'm all I'm not even trying to talk crap. Kudos to people who want to be who potentially could be employed after being unemployed. So
The call-in number is on the screen. It's 313-288-0319. You're more than welcome to call in to the show. More than welcome. And so you can get your opinion and express it the best way you know possible. Yeah, there we go.
It's January, and unlike January of last year, nobody done set it off with no BS. No Cat Williams, no storming the Capitol. So far so good.
No storming the Capitol. All the people that wanted to storm the Capitol because they were some sore losers last year, got locked up, and DJ let them out. You know what I'm saying? Even the police is pissed off about that. You know what I'm saying? These people got hurt. Some of people lost their lives and stuff, but yet and still you want to let these people out. That's why people are so pissed off about this whole situation. You know what I'm saying? They did something wrong and they was fine people. Now you're talking about putting them people in political office as well. They already don't like certain groups of people, but you want to put them in a position where they can have control over something, and that's not right at all, period. That makes absolutely no sense. And people want to know why he want to know why he getting looked at sideways. And it's not our fault that you constantly making stupid decisions because you want to make certain people feel good about themselves. And we all know you are a co-president. Matter of fact, DJ is the vice president. It's President Musk over here. He's the first non-American president that's calling all the shots. You spent 4 months and you spent $250 million to get DJ in office. We know who DJ answers to, and it ain't the man in the Bible who we constantly keep claiming that's who he answers to as a higher power. That's like he all don't want to get all these brown people from these shithole countries, but yet and still when Elon say we finna go over to India and get the more talented people that's smarter than Americans, oh wow, yes, we should do that. But yet and still, you the same person that did all the jaw jacking talking about the American people should just have all these jobs. But since your boss over here says let's go to these other countries, get these people over here to give you these jobs. Oh yeah, we can do that too. So who answers to who? Let's be honest about that.
Is there always going to be a gameplay? Definitely. I'm not going to say that there's not. But if I can steal people from other countries to make our economy better, I definitely would. Why wouldn't I? I'm just saying. Like if you was a head of a team and you knew you could get you're head of a baseball team. You know there's a pitcher that can strike out anybody, no matter who they are, he taking them down. And not only do you know he can do that, you also know his friends can outswing everybody, can catch everybody. You think you not gonna go over there and take them too for yourself?
But the thing about it is, you told all your people over here in America that Americans get the jobs first, but yet you want to get the jobs to someone else first before you give it to your base first. So you just spit in the people that put you in this position.
No, that's my issue.
That's what he's. No, they're not. Because the thing about it is, the engineers that's coming up that's in America, they make $200,000-$300,000 a year. You're gonna get an engineer from India that makes what, 50, and they work 12, 14 hours a day. No, my bad. Correct. 15 plus hours a day because they visas say you have to do what the sponsors say for you to do. If Elon gonna sleep on the floor at the factory, you're gonna sleep on the floor at the factory. All you're gonna do is work 7 days a week. That's all it comes down to. You know what I'm saying? So and he don't want to admit it because he gonna look like a hypocrite to everybody. But everybody sees if they sit back and look at the big picture of it all. And by the way, we got Miss Alexis on the phone. Hello, Miss Alexis. How you doing? Hello, how you doing? I'm super. Thanks for asking.
Is she talking?
You can't hear?
No, I can't.
You can or you can't?
I cannot.
Oh shit. I don't know. I don't know. Wait a minute. Hold on. Give me a sec. Nope, I don't have it. Yeah, she's on the phone, but she can't. You can't hear her, so I gotta. It's something I need to set up. For some reason, it wasn't going through.
Okay, so what is she asking? Or what is she saying?
She haven't said anything yet. I was just sitting here waiting. Yes, we hear you. Or what I hear you. One-sided. Okay. Check this out. I'm finna do this real quick. Click on that link I just sent you. All right.
Me?
No, I was talking to Alexis. Yeah.
Nevertheless, I think so. Well, so far it's been a quiet year. But we still got, 11 more months to go. So,
Yeah. But I'm just saying though, it's nothing wrong with getting extra people that come in and help. But the thing about it is, you spit in the face of people, then you turn around and say they're not as smart as other people. We can get these to these other people over here that we can pay less and work them more. Sound like modern day slavery to me.
Probably. But now,
No, it's not.
All I'm going to say is if we're downing him for modern day slavery, can we down everybody for modern day slavery? What's
Hell,
good for the
fuck yeah.
gooses?
Hell,
Okay.
fuck yeah. You don't pay your workers properly, you're a slave driver. You know what I'm saying? You ain't treating people fair, you're a slave driver. I don't care what color you are, where you from, what you do, anything of that nature. Yeah, you a modern day slave driver. As a matter of fact, even on top of that, even with these jobs that don't have unions and whatnot, and I'm gonna speak on that. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have a union, and I could pay Jim over here $10 an hour, but I like Bob, I'm gonna pay Bob 15. And Will over here been here forever. I'm gonna pay him 11. But all three of them still doing the same job. Is that fair? Nope.
Closed mouths don't get fed though either.
And just because you speak up, that don't mean anything either though.
If you
and then on top of it, the jobs be like, don't tell nobody how much you getting paid so they won't be jealous of you or nothing like that. That's the ultimate play right there. Don't tell nobody. You don't tell nobody so you won't be getting paid fairly. Me personally, I've been through it. But the people that I talk to, we discuss what we get paid so I can get paid properly. They can get paid properly, especially if we're doing the same job.
I agree with that. I went through that with a company. Can I call out a company's name or no?
Go for it. I don't give a fuck.
I worked at a company called Transforce, and that's exactly what happened. And now everybody is getting paid fairly, but when I was there, uh, back in like 2020, um, that's exactly what happened. They had this buddy of mine, coworker. They made him a trainer. Well, they had him always train some of the guys that came in at that site. He's like, all right, cool. So he happened to be
Shooting the breeze.
shooting the breeze with his the new guy, and he told him, he's like, yo, yeah, this is, he was like, yo, I'm happy. I really needed this. I've been going through a lot. I like that I'm getting paid like 22 or 23, one of the two prices. And it's like, what'd you say? 22. And he called the HR. Well, we talked first, and we found out what me and him were getting paid. And then we found out what this new guy was getting paid. So, it spread like wildfire. He talked to a couple guys. I talked to a couple guys. We called human resources. Human resources tried to play it real nice, like, well, how do you know they're getting paid that? And I was gonna hit her with the, well, transfer me to the site that is getting paid that, because they were temp service or whatever.
Mhm.
But before I could say anything, she was like, you know what? I'll call you back. I'm like, all right. We got everybody who worked for the agency at that site got a mass text. Everybody's money had been bumped up appropriately. But they hit us with the same thing. Refrain from discussing. Never again.
See, and that's
I'll just
go ahead.
no. I just say I discuss whenever I want to discuss.
Yeah, and that's the thing though. A lot of people is not willing to actually do that though. Not a lot of people isn't willing to discuss it. Like I had trained somebody at this other job that I was at. He was making 18. I trained him to be a driver, and he ended up coming in making more than I am. And I went there and I told him, you know what I'm saying? That's why I say, different places, you know what I'm saying, it needs a union because a lot of these Republican bosses wants to keep you as cheap as possible and work you as hard as possible. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna straight up tell you. That's why GFL got their lawsuit. When you fire people when you shouldn't fire people, now you got to pay some of these people back pay from the Wayne Yard. Okay. Then when I'm at the Northfield Yard, I'm getting paid $22 an hour. I train this guy to be a driver. He coming in making $24 an hour. I've been here doing his job for over a year, making 22. How is he making 24 and he only been driving for what, 3 months? Where's the fairness in that? That's why I say certain places do need to have a union because if we all collectively work together as a team, we can accomplish things. That's why they always want to do the union busting thing. And a lot of us being so caught up in what the company is saying and say, hey, we don't need a union, just come and discuss it with us. That's bullshit because they'll tell you one thing and do the exact opposite. We give you gotta do 6 months of training before you can start driving. Okay, I'm on a year now. When am I gonna start driving? Oh, we'll get back to you. No, that's not what the contracts say from the union. So if I got somebody to represent me and I can get paid equally and fairly, fine. Mr. Lex is enjoying the show.
Hey, so
Hello.
just to piggyback off of what you said, I just I'm a manager, and this is my first time working for a union company, and I think that the union is a great thing. I feel like I get more quality people. Um, the pay rates are great. People like their jobs, but then you also get into a lot of people abuse it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like some people are kind of like, what did I just sign up for? Because, like they have a point system basically. And so you get 10 points, you basically get terminated for like being late or not showing up or whatever the case might be. And so when I first started, it was a lot of people abusing that point system because there was ways around not getting points, like um they could bring in a doctor's note, and they could just, I mean, get the doctor's note from anywhere as long as it's legit. They can go 8 miles away and get a doctor's note, to another state and get a doctor's note. However, they need to get a doctor's note, as long as they bring one, it's excusable and they don't get any points. And so a lot of my crew people were like, how is this person still working here? They were frustrated because they had to pick up this person's slack because they didn't want to come into work. And it wasn't just one person. I ended up firing like 7 people just based off of that. And the employees were not happy with them not showing up to work and not doing the job. They were abusing the system. And you do have a lot of people like that, which is very frustrating. But besides that, I think it's a great thing. Everybody should
That's
have a union.
And they
that's
should.
always going to be. I'm pro union, so because I used to work for Kroger, and they're still union to this day. But like I have to agree. If for my friends that don't, because I have friends that don't really care for unions, I told them the same thing. A union with the right people is a great place. Not gonna lie, you got somebody that got your back. If some BS happen, you're not just out the door. There are steps. But if you have the wrong people in there, oh boy, it becomes a problem. And that's why a lot of places don't like unions, because if there are steps, Lex is saying like, hey, you got a point system, cool. But now, what happens when you find a way around that point system and you can abuse that thing? But that's with anything. If you abuse anything, you find a way to do that. Of course, it's gonna be horrible. But no, unions are dope. At least I have it. And I'm not. Another thing, if you have to have a good union too. Because hey, if you have a union in there that's kind of crap, because I've been somewhat in a crap union before too, it becomes messed up. And you find yourself maybe that the union is more working for management than they are for the people. So that can and has happened too. So it's a balance, getting good people in there all around, the people that are in the union and running the union, and the people that are you know working within the union as um lower lower job positions.
Yeah, you're right. It is a balance. That's why you got to know what you're getting into. You know what I'm saying? That's why you need to speak up. You know what I'm saying? And like how Ford, GM, and Chrysler, they shut down when this person working this month, they got 2 different tiers for getting paid. That's not right. We doing the same job. If we doing the same job, we should get the same pay. It's different if you just not starting off and you got to work up the top pay. You work at the top pay, you at top pay. No matter, this person been here 50 years, this person been here 5 years. If you done made it to the top pay, you done made it to the top pay. Period. But people want to take, oh, I deserve more. No, you don't. If we at the same job, we at the same job. Fair is fair.
Right.
And a lot of people don't want to be fair. A lot of people just want to have some biased shit going on. So if you feel that you're better, then matter of fact, you shouldn't work for somebody. You need to create your own thing and work for yourself. And that's where the issue comes in at. A lot of people feel they're better than the next person, but at the end of the day, you put your pants leg on one leg at a time, just like I do. Unless you want to bounce around and jump, put both legs in at the same time and just be jumping up and down till your pants come apart. And if you want to do
Oh,
that, either you a child or you're a woman or you really got some real issues.
I mean, what if you wanted to like levitate like Magneto and hover in the air and slide them on that way?
Then you don't need to work in no other fucking job any goddamn way. You need to be in a fucking circus or some shit. If you got X-Men powers, you need to take over the fucking world or something. If you gonna do some shit like that, you know what I mean?
No, I think if you have someone, if you have someone who wants to go the extra mile and be great, that's cool. But maybe they should be working on some type of leadership. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it makes you. It's not, and that's why it's designed too. Like, if you want more money, you have to move up. That's literally the only way that you can have more money. Um, so like I said, from a leadership standpoint, from being a manager, a lot of people like we were instilled with, oh, the union's not for you, like the union is not this, that, and the third. Honestly, the union, I feel like it's for us too, because I don't have to work as hard. Like, I hold you accountable for what you do every single day, and I don't have to help you. I'm not supposed to help you.
Because we all grown.
That's what I'm saying, but I'm just, like it's
But
just
that
it's
also
just a
can,
good place all around.
but that also can backfire too, because if you are getting swamped and slammed, and you got to use your reasoning, but if you're swamped and slammed, a lot of times you can't help them either. So, it's like, oh, you're not supposed to. I'm gonna say that you're not supposed to help them either. So, at the end of the day, let's just hope you don't get swamped and slammed. But hopefully you working with people that are actually smart enough and intelligent enough to, be a team player. And what you call? Because hey, at least in our opinion, I mean, we live in a capitalistic country, so we can always go out and make our own money if we don't like working for people, you know. But for those of us who do work with people, yeah, it's great to work in a team and have somebody holding you accountable and not having people think they can just dictate and just because they don't like you, yeah, I'm just about to fire you because I don't like you, not because you did anything wrong. Yeah, that is a wonderful feeling.
I know this is kind of off topic, but why is it that, and I'm not sure who said it per se, but why is it that like everyone's so excited to watch like immigrants leave our country? Like, why is that such an exciting thing?
I don't know. I don't believe in that. So
I don't either. Personally, I don't, because it's supposed to be the land of the free. People are supposed to migrate here and be able to create some type of life. I mean, it doesn't matter if we're white, black, or whatever. At some point, we migrated here. So I just feel like I just don't understand all the disrespect and all of the
hatred.
hooping, hollering, and oh yeah, they need to go. Like, it's too much for me.
Why are they taking
For
away the
the
good American jobs and stuff? A lot of
well,
Americans
They
don't want
don't
to go out
even
into these
want to
farms.
work.
but
Americans
at the
don't even want
same
to work.
at the same time, I will say this: um, you got two groups of people here that you're talking about. Illegal immigrants, yeah, I'm down for seeing the illegals go. Um, because you're here illegally. Now let me ask
Well,
y'all something,
what's the
right? Like for
point?
those, but what's the point of what? Being here
We
illegally?
we were all here illegally at some point.
Okay,
Somebody had to fight
okay,
for us
that
to be here.
right, right. But now, Yes, and there was chaos in the beginning, but now we have order and we have rules.
We
Right,
don't have
right.
order. We still have
Yes, we.
chaos.
Yes, no, but no. Seriously, we have order and rules. Like
What
right
order do
now,
you see that we got
there
going on? We got a
we can.
president that feels like every speech he needs to crack a joke and like talks in circles and just stands up there just orange as hell. Like, no. There's no
Okay,
order going
He got
on.
small
listen.
hands
He
too.
just
Okay,
he just
listen.
standing up there signing papers, just signing this, signing that. He don't even know what he's signing. I don't even think he could
But
see.
but here's okay. So let me start at the first question that you asked. No, I at least most people, everybody keeps saying immigrants, illegal immigrants is the only ones we're mad at. Now, if you come over here legally,
Well,
do
immigrants were once illegal at some point too. When they
yes,
got
but
over
here's the
here, do
deal.
you think they
Yes,
got over here and they just had
but
papers? No.
now but okay, in the old times you were absolutely right. But now we have established rules, right? So now the rules are what they are, and
What
if
rules did we establish? What was the
we
rule?
said we there are citizens. There's a way to citizenship. You just can't come and live in a country, which you have to apply to be a citizen. I would know
Correct.
this.
So if
Right,
we
right,
have
right. Listen,
illegals
listen.
here, if
Right.
we have
So
illegals here, why not
right,
give them the opportunity to do so? Like we're
because
taking
our rules.
away,
No,
he
no,
took
no. Our
away all everything that they would use to try to migrate here. You can't just
right,
come here. They're coming here poor. They don't have any money. They're coming to the US to make money. So
right. But here's
eventually,
the
yes,
deal.
they do become citizens.
Yes, but here's the deal, though. Right. We have first of all, we actually have to take care of the people who are actually here first, the American citizens. Now, for those who do
They
want to
need
become
to take
citizens,
care of themselves. They
but
don't
here's the
even
deal.
want to take care of themselves. Americans
But
are lazy.
But here's the deal, though, right? We despite how you like it, we do have rules and steps to become a citizen. Now, if you violate those rules and steps to become a citizen, then it kind of you cheat the process and you're here illegally. If that's the case, since you two stand where you stand, then you guys should have no problem with people coming and squatting in your house and not having a big deal because squatters are here illegal. They live in places illegally too. So are you guys okay with squatters coming into your home, setting up, and then if you try to get them out, right, you call the cops to get them out of your house, which you pay for, which you legally signed a contract to pay the mortgage on, and the energy bills and the water bills, right? You signed this contract. Now somebody can now come into both of your homes and just set up shop and then say, hey, I'm not leaving. What would you guys say to that? I'm just
Well, I
curious.
hate to
Because
tell
Hold
you,
on, hold on. Let me get it.
most
Let me get it. Let me get it. Let me get it. Just like you said, there's rules. So because the rules are in place, we gonna go down here to the courthouse and get them evicted because of the rules. I can't do anything because of the rules. That's how I'm going to get somebody that's squatting in my house to get out my house.
right, okay, so now if I told you, okay, cool, so we're gonna go by the rules, right? So now squatters have rights, which is wild to me because you shouldn't have any rights. You didn't do anything legally. You didn't sign no mortgage. You didn't sign up for no energy to pay that bad boy. You didn't sign up for water or trash. You didn't sign any. These squatters didn't sign anything. They just set up shop. You go down to the thing, and now you have to wait to get them out of your home that you signed papers on. I just want to know how fair, like, and because we got it's called squatter rights. So, and with squatters have better rights than the people that signed the paper. Now, how is that fair, Mike? And Lex, because my whole deal is this: if you go down and we gonna follow the rules, and they say, hey, they got 6 months to get out. I just want to know, is that fair when you signed papers to pay everything?
Let me ask you this: it's
Well,
it,
first of
it's
all, most people.
let me ask you this: it's 120 degrees down in Alabama, 130 degrees. You out there for 12, 15 hours a day picking strawberries. Is that a job that you want to do?
It don't matter who wants to
I'm
do the
asking.
job.
I'm I'm
We're
asking you the
not arguing.
question.
You
I'm
can't
asking you the
argue who
question,
wants to do the job, Mike. We're
bruh. I'm
arguing.
asking you.
Are
I'm
you
asking,
here? Are you here legally? That's what we're arguing. Whether
bruh.
that job gets done is really irrelevant.
It's not irrelevant because at the end of the day, if you don't want to do it and the job never gets done, how are you going to eat? How are you going
Right.
to feed your family?
Well, because we also have machines that can pick these strawberries too.
What machine that you seen picking strawberries?
The same machines that are actually loading the docks off for Amazon and why our docks got shut down last year. That's the same machines. That's what I'm talking about.
You
I
got to
don't
pick certain.
understand why people don't understand that we're broke. Okay, we're broke, and everybody is trying to find the cheapest route out. So no, we don't have Amazon money, and Amazon
Okay,
barely got Amazon money. They
if we
they
so if we're so broke, as you say, how can we afford the squatters that want to come here legally? My whole
The
deal is
squatters, most people that squat in houses are not foreign people. Those
but
people
no,
that squat in houses are American people.
my
They're
whole deal
American
though is,
people.
but
The
my whole
people
deal
that's
is,
shooting up these schools, they're American people. The people that's causing majority of the crimes are American people. But we're
no, that's not
sitting here,
absolute.
yes, it is. But we're
No,
sitting
it's
here
not. But okay.
focused, yes, it is, but we're sitting here
Who got
focused.
shooting up here?
Even though he was foreign, guess what? He was legal. He was an American citizen. The man who ran his truck through Bourbon Street in New Orleans, he was an American citizen. Does that make him any better? Like what I'm saying is like we store these people or we give them a way to get into our country because we want them to do it the right way, and most of them are trying to do it the right way. And I guess if you've never had a solid connection with one, you'll never be able to relate. And honestly, to become a legal citizen, I feel like that shit is bullshit. Like if you've ever, because I've seen the paperwork and what they've actually have to go through to be an American citizen, and it's almost like saying your ABCs. They really don't have to do shit. We really just taking all of their money. We're just giving them money. Like literally, when they sit down and we ask them all the questions that need to be asked, they're the easiest damn questions that you've ever seen. Like literally, it's almost like
Okay.
saying your ABCs. But yet
Okay.
we're giving them, we're taking 10,000, 15,000, or whatever amount of money just to give them a card to say that they can live here.
Hey,
But we still broke.
let me jump in real quick. Let me jump in real quick. And I'll let y'all get back to it. You know, that senator we was talking about earlier, Ramaswamy or whatever,
Yeah.
and you know
I'm
his
a swat
father,
away.
whatever.
Yeah.
He said his father is not an American citizen, but his mother is. And the lady that was interviewing him, she said, "Oh, he's not. So we get to deport you too."
Oh,
No,
Even though
they
he,
can't though. They
oh
can't.
yes, you by
yeah,
the
that's the law now.
yes it
That's
is,
the
my
law.
brother. That's what brother. My bad. That's what DJ just signed in the order. If your
That's what
parents
he
are
just
illegal,
signed.
you got to go too.
Yeah, but that, and even still, I'm pretty sure if I dig deeper in that order, there is a limit and restrictions
There
on
is
how
none.
far that. Yes, I'm pretty sure there limits and restrictions on how far it is and how far we're going back on that. So I'm pretty sure there are. Okay, because if that's the case, then as you guys both have clearly stated, everybody would be deported in this bitch. So that's one.
That's
Two,
the whole point of our argument that
but
the people that's in
but
that's the whole point of the argument is the people that's in charge that's trying to make all these rules do not want anyone that don't look like them around.
no, it's not about that. It's not about
that's
them
what it
looking
comes
like.
down to.
No, it's not. Let me tell you. Okay, so let's look at it like this, right? A lot of the people that are escaping from whatever they're escaping from, right? They are trying to get away. For the ones who did escape, I'm gonna say that. For the ones who did escape and come over here and become naturalized citizens, why do you think they escaped? They don't want that bullshit that they left here. Now, if we're gonna bring everybody in, that means the shit that they escaped is going to come here. They don't want that shit here. That's why they went on and became natural citizens. Now you're telling me, oh shit, you know what? We're gonna let everybody in. So all the gangs and the brutal rapists and murderers we're letting in illegally. We don't know what they are. We don't just by looking at them. So when they come in, there's no way. We're not screening them. We're not doing anything. So now the very person that could have ran from something that was equivalent to the Holocaust or who's running from genocide, they got over here. They got legalized. They did their thing. Who? I can breathe easy. No, you can't, because what we've just done is open the borders, and everybody can come in, and that means the same people that genocided her or his family or folks and shit, they're here now too. Let the genocide begin. Is that what we want to? Is that what we're calling for?
Check this out.
This side already started where y'all signed this orange man into president.
No, it didn't. Stop all the fear mongering. No, it has not.
Hey,
this guy, you talking about the same guy who done turned around, who turned around, right? Because and Mike, I don't know if you watched it, but I know I gotta send it. I know I sent it to you. Stellantis, right, which directly affects me, has been helped. So what genocide are you talking about? Are you talking about what Fox News is?
Eventually, you're going to stop believing every little thing that comes out of that man's mouth.
Eventually, you'll do your own research too. So besides Fox, besides
vote for him.
Which besides Fox 2 and what the main media said,
I don't even watch TV. You know that.
Besides what the main outlets are saying, right? You got to dig deeper than the main outlets, right? So if we're digging deeper, right? The dude is only in here for 4 years. Okay, so you guys are acting.
He's already.
I could test some shit up in 6 months, to be honest about it. You know what? And Stellantis, the Italian company, yeah, it may directly affect you. Yes, it does. But the thing about it is, all the Project 25, it's a checklist he's checking off every day. Something's being
Project 25 was not Trump. Let me say that again.
He's not. It may not be him. It may not be him, but he's checking off the list of stuff done.
Project 2025 was not Trump, and he's not. No, he's not. Project 47.
How about you do your research and
Project 47, which Project 47, which was Trump's, because this is how I know you guys went off the mainstream. Everybody kept saying Project 2025 was Trump. That wasn't. That was David Heritage, who did that. David Heritage of the Heritage Group that did 2025. But I never heard them say Heritage 2025. I only heard them say Trump 2025. That right there should be enough to be like, yo, that made me pause, because everybody kept saying Trump 2025. Trump's Project 47, sure.
It wasn't.
Let's talk.
Thomas, it wasn't that. You're right. The other guy did come up with the Project 25. The thing about it is, Trump is implementing Project 25. That's what we're saying. He never said he came up with Project 25. He's putting everything that's Project 25 in order to make it move. That's what we're saying. And no one ever listened to what the main media say, because the main media say everything is just going to the shit. And guess what? The most rapists I done seen, they're not illegals, because they already know they will get fucked up, especially in our neighborhood. You do some raping in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Look at all the matter of fact, look at all the tree jumpers in prison. What they look like.
So
we got Jared. He was a tree jumper. You know what I'm saying? What about all these other people that was tree jumpers? You know what I'm saying? What about the people that do mass shootings? The mass just run up in a black church and shoot up the place. How many black people that you know go up, run up in a white church and shoot them up?
Nah, but so we're not going to talk
about church. They get when they get arrested. See, when a white person get arrested for shooting up a black church, if a black man go shoot up a white church, that nigga dead. Period.
Yeah, because they know how to exactly play that. So if we was to go back through all the media, I mean all the media that's unseen as well as the one that's seen, you see those numbers are drastically exaggerated. They do that for a reason.
What about Malice Green?
I'm not gonna say that. I'm not saying that negates anybody that has died of color, black, white, black, Hispanic. There isn't no bullshit with our system, because it definitely is. What I am saying is that there are those who are going to greatly exaggerate a fucking problem to get the agendas moved the way they want to. The
like
people
this man
in Chicago
exaggerating the problem. He like talking about all these people coming in, they murdering, they drug dealers, they doing this, they doing that. Some of these people want to come over here to have a good life. They work all these odd-ass jobs that we're not going to do.
Some of these people
He's making it up. Everyone, listen to what he say though. Listen to what he say. These shithole countries where these brown folks come from, but Sweden, Germany, those are wonderful places. The Tiki Torch brothers down south. Oh, those are great, fine individuals. They ran up in the Capitol and killed all these people up in there. They destroyed public property. Oh, they're fine. They was just doing their patriotic job. So if I put on an American flag and walk around and just get to running up in people's places, and I'm doing my patriotic job too. Will I be doing my patriotic job too?
Hold on, you're breaking up really bad. Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Nah, I can hear you. Nah, I can hear you clearly, because you was like, you went completely choppy. No, but what I'm saying, yes, there are some people that over here that's not doing nothing. I've never said that. What I'm also saying is that you got to look at the other element. You literally had Chicago. Look at Chicago. Chicago, the people who voted the other way the last time, they want to get rid of they was cool with the illegals and the immigrants coming over here, right? Now they see that they have a real problem on their hand. They want these fuckers out of here. This was Chicago who wanted the people in here, who said, yo, we got them. They like, nah, you guys turned around, used the illegals to basically replace us and replace our vote and railroad us. New York did the same thing. Your girl Cardi B came out saying the same thing. So now, come on. So who's lying here? Right?
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Have an illegal immigrant hurt you personally?
Never. No, not yet. So not that I know of.
Why do you seem like you got so much hostility towards them?
I have no hostility. Listen, I have
If you watch back on this show, you're going to see the hostility, brother.
It's not hostility, but what it is,
it is hostility.
No, because I'm trying to figure out
these people fuckers and everything like that. They just some people. It's some. That's like we saying all women ain't shit. All of them just dirty ass bitches.
No, that's just really what I call people. It's not hostility toward them or anything. What I'm saying is we have a process. If we're going to do away with one rule, we can do away with all the rules. And if we do away with all the rules, it's going to be chaos. Yes, we started from chaos. I'll give you that. But over our time, we constructed rules to minimize the chaos. What we're going to basically eventually do is open up the chaos even more. If every immigrant lined up and said, I want to be a naturalized citizen, I want to come in and do it the right way, yo, let them in. For the ones that want to do it the right way. I don't understand why we're so diehard for people who are trying to do it the wrong way. Now, if they want to do it the right way, let me repeat it. If they sign up to be citizens to do it the right way, I support you 5,000%.
How
But
long do it take
if
to become a citizen?
Phew.
two to
It takes a
2 to
long
5
time.
years, I want to say somewhere between 2 to 5 years, something like that. Okay, so let me ask you something. Let me ask both of you something, right? So can we go over to Russia, France, Germany, and do the same thing in America of just going over there and living without there being an issue?
They are
Can,
not the land of the free. We are.
no,
And
no, no,
just
but no,
and
no,
just
no, no,
just
no, no, no,
talking
no.
about just talking listening to you and just talking about like like just think of it just think of them as slaves almost migrating here. It's literally what we had to do, and maybe that's why. I mean, I've seen the process, and I've made friends with a few people who are going through the process. And so just thinking about back in the day, like, what we had to do to live here. They have to do the same exact thing to survive. And you have to have money to start off with to do all of these things. Like, they always talk like, oh, they're bad people, this, that, and the third. It's probably like 5% of them out of all the people that migrate here because they want to stay here. They don't come here with a mindset of, oh, I'm about to do all this dangerous stuff. They're more low key than any of us. Like,
Let me
they
ask
just
you this.
want to work and
Low
go
key don't.
home. That's it.
Low key don't make it legalized because they low key and not that's I'm happy that they're for the ones that are not starting trouble. Kudos to you, but we still have a process of doing things.
Okay, so
I'm
Let me ask
what
you
you
this.
defending.
Where's
want
your
them to
compassion
what?
at? Where's your
You want
compassion at?
What do you
you
That's
mean?
want
the
them
Where's my
to
simplest.
what?
compassion?
Pay
Yeah.
taxes?
It seems like you don't have no compassion for nobody. If they
No,
ain't doing
it's
100%
not.
by the rules,
It's
fuck them. That's what it sounds like to me.
no, it's not. No, it's not. But what I am going to say is that I've seen it through human history what happens when we let free for all, when we let chaos reign.
No,
Chaos is going to eventually.
that's when the Europeans
Chaos.
came to America. They came over here, stole these countries from the Indians, put them on reservation camps. Then they went over to Africa, snatched us up, brought us here. The Asians came over here, put them in concentration, put them slaves as well. So
So
who's
can
making the rules here?
so here we have, you just gave three examples of chaos reigning. Now, I'm not agreeing with any of that happened. What I am saying is to keep that from happening again, or rules were put into place. You guys are trying to go off compassion and all these things, but hey, let's keep it real. When something happens to somebody because an illegal did it, right? That what are you gonna tell that family? Well, we were compassionate to let them over. We didn't vet them. We thought they were good people, and they
What we
weren't.
gonna
See, you
tell that?
can't.
What we gonna tell that family is they locked up now.
And
What?
maybe if the process was a lot easier to get over here,
Okay, okay.
maybe
Then
so
let's.
many people, maybe we could actually vet more people in here and take them through the process versus them trying to sneak over here because they know that they're not going to be able to get over here or they're going to get shot or all of these
They
things
living in
are
a
going
war
to
zone.
happen.
They living in a
There's a
war zone. They
reason.
want to come over here and just have a good life.
There's.
That's
You know.
Because it takes
That's
five
all.
And
years.
check this out though. Check
How
this out
long do
though.
a visa last though? A visa lasts about a year, but it takes a 5-year process for you to become an American. So
Man.
how can you ever win in that situation? You in a
Because
Okay,
no-win
they just
situation.
want money.
so
It's
what?
all
So
about money. It's not
so
about
what we
nothing else
could
but money.
we the people, remember those three words, we the people, because at the end of the day it starts and ends with we the people. We the people can petition to change the rules if we like. Instead of y'all crying and complaining all about this compassion and not liking the rules, why don't we just simply change the rules, and instead of it being a 1-year visa, 5-year process, maybe we make it a 2-year visa, 3-year process. Like, there are ways to do it. We can literally change the rules and do it the right way. You guys are literally arguing against order and illegality, but I
But
know
you sit here and say order when we got a felon as our president. What type of order is that? Because
he was
I
he
don't feel
was
like that's no type of order. I don't feel like that's I don't feel like that should go in history. I don't feel like I want to teach my kids about, yeah, the president's a felon. Like what are we teaching? Like what's really the American dream if our president is a felon, he don't pay taxes. Like what did we put in
if we
office? It makes no
if we
sense.
if we talk
What we
about
put in office was a rapist. What we put in office was a corrupt billionaire. He used the tax code to benefit him.
well, who
He
did
fired people because he don't
who
want to
did
pay
he-
them. He got a loan from his father to become a billionaire. He came in with nepotism from the get-go because his father made money before that. His grandparents illegally came over here, and he got naturalized citizenship because his father was born here. So all the stuff that he benefit from, he want to stop it from somebody else benefiting from it too. So welcome to nepotism.
Are we mad? So are we mad at him? Or are we mad at the American system that allowed him to do it? Because see, what it sounds like, instead of being mad at the man, which you can be mad at the man, we people, the people, for the people, by the people. You offer
Your phone is
9
breaking up.
words
Bro.
in our. And see, if everybody would cut.
Your phone is breaking up.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah, we can, but it was going in and out.
Hello. Okay, can you still hear
Yeah,
me?
I can hear you now.
I'm breaking.
Yeah, whatever you did, it just went back to break
I'm
up.
still trying. It's probably because I'm driving. Am I still breaking
Not
up?
now.
Hello. Okay. We have concentrated on how many genders there are and all this other BS. If we if we actually would focus and about learning our Constitution and our constitutional rights and everything in the government, or how our system works, for whatever we don't like, we could change. There's a reason why they stop teaching cursive writing to these children. They don't want nobody to read the past and change everything. Everything that was ever written for our country is written in cursive. They don't even teach cursive. So that means you can't read it. So if he did all these things, since he did all these things, if or allegedly whatever, then I would be more pissed at the system for allowing this. I would be more pissed at the system for allowing him. He didn't make the rules. He played the game. Every millionaire plays those games of tax evasion and writing off everything. We can even play the games of writing off everything, cutting losses. Every rule that he did, or some of the things I say, the things that were done, he did, we can do. He just did it on a bigger scale, and we're mad about it, but we can turn around and take advantage of it too. I'm not understanding how we could be mad at the man and not be mad at the system that allowed it.
We are mad at the system. We're mad at the man because he's constantly throwing the system up in our faces. When we are listen to what. Let me finish. The president and the vice president that was in office, they was taking steps to try to fix the things that he broke. And the ones before that, to try to fix the things that the people before them broke. It's not just about him being the president now and the other year. It's about it's about fixing the system for it to be fair and just for all. But that's not how some people don't want it fair and just for all. They want it fair and just for them. That's where the issue's coming in at. That's where the problem coming in at. Look, I'm going to tell you like this. He want to make money? Cool, make money. I'm a person that I love money. Money makes my nipples hard. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to fuck over nobody just to make money. I'm not finna screw over people just to make money. I'm not finna degrade nobody just to make money. That motherfucker and motherfuckers like him, that's all they want to do is degrade. They want to spread misinformation. How in the fuck is you on Twitter threatening people, saying I'm a fund somebody that's going to run against you if you don't do what I say. And most of these motherfuckers in America is so pussyfied that they're not going to stand on their own 2 feet. A lot of people are so afraid, but all these gun laws up in here, all these gun toters, you know what I'm saying? You want everybody can have 100% assault rifles. What are you hunting? You're not hunting animals with assault rifles. They're hunting them animals that walk on 2 legs. That's what the assault rifles is for. So I have a problem. Yeah, if you do something and you get shot, I want you to survive. But a lot of people don't want you to survive. And that's where the problem is at. We don't have decency for the next man. A lot of times, I don't have decency for the next man when I'm putting these 2 hands across your face and my feet across your face. I don't want you to die, but I want you to remember this ass whooping that you're going to get.
No, because okay. So in this scenario you just talked about, if the individual was doing something wrong and he or her gets shot because of said activity that was that's most likely illegal and wrong, and they die, that is called consequence. That's what that's supposed to be. I'm not supposed to. Why are we trying to feel sympathy for those who intentionally, like what we say, intentionally doing wrong? Like, you're breaking into the house. We know that breaking into houses is wrong, right? So whatever happens to you as a consequence of doing that is all on you. If you get your head blown back, so what? If you walk with a limp for the rest of your life.
The thing about that is, though, the thing about that is, we're all supposed to, I'm going to rephrase that. The ones that do all the loud talking supposed to be Christians. And one of the 10 commandments is, thou shalt not kill. That's where the issue is at. That's where the issue is at. So, you can defend yourself.
One of the 10 commandments. Cool, No. Stop. Let's stop there, because see, that's it's crazy. Also, one of the 10 commandments is thou shalt not steal either. But I mean, so don't
commit adultery either. So that's off the table too.
So,
you know what I'm saying? But you get forgiveness for everything else, though.
No. What I'm saying,
forgiveness.
No, it's not about. It's not. Yes, you can get. There's only 3 sins that you really cannot be forgiven for. Everything else you can be forgiven for. But here's the deal. Forgiveness does not mean absence of consequences. That's what a lot of today's America thinks. I forgive so I can let you go. No, you stole from me. I beat your head in. I forgive you and I didn't kill you. But you got that consequence. And if that consequence is death, then so be it. I'm sorry I had to kill you. Sorry. But if you're
feeling like that, brother, you're not sorry for killing them. You're not. If you feel sorry, you don't want to kill them. If it happens to happen, that's why you feel sorry. But
right. But I'm saying, but I'm not gonna
like you very hostile. But if that's you, it's
not about being hostile. It's crazy because if or when, I want to say more so when things slide sideways and we do wake up on a purge, I want everybody to keep the same mindset. I want everybody to be happy-go-lucky when we should ever lose all our technology, and because the only thing that's really keeping humanity at bay from being the savages that we are is really technology. That's the only thing. So the day we lose that, I want all of you all to keep the same energy, and I want to see how long some of y'all are going to last doing that, because I'm going to tell you now, I've seen the dark side of humanity, and I've seen it personally, and I've actually seen it through history, right? History repeats itself because we fail to study it and understand it. This is what humanity is. So no, I don't want to kill nobody, no doubt. But if they come in and try to attack my family and they die in the process, oh so well they shouldn't have attacked my family and I wouldn't have shot and killed them. See, that's consequences. God never said, even God nor man law has ever said we are abstained from consequences. Okay? Because even in the court of law, if you make a mistake and kill somebody, you still are going to face consequences. You're still going to face, what is it, manslaughter, death by mistake, but then still, okay, instead of you getting 25 to life, you get 2 years for manslaughter. It was a mistake. It was a mistake. I didn't mean to kill him or her, but you did. Those consequences that's not hostility. That's just consequence.
Have you seen somebody die
From violence or from natural death?
from violence?
Violence, no.
Okay. So, with that being said, you really haven't seen the dark side of humanity. If you've seen somebody getting a bullet put through their fucking forehead or skinned alive, you haven't really seen the dark side of humanity.
In person,
I'm talking about in person.
I mean, even seeing it on a tape, I'm kind of good on that.
I'm not talking about no
even,
tape.
yeah,
I'm talking about live and in person. So you said you've seen the dark side of humanity. You said you've seen the dark side of humanity. I have,
right,
in person. I didn't see the dark side of humanity, and I still prefer peace over violence.
Of course we do.
I didn't see somebody and get hit in the face with a 2x4 with nails in it. I didn't see someone get a baby ripped out of their stomach. I didn't see someone get ripped apart. So you just said it's consequences. Yeah, there are consequences. Sometimes there are necessary consequences. So I didn't see the dark side of what humanity looks like. I didn't see the viciousness of society. So me personally, I'd rather deal with peace before anything.
And I agree with
that. Until you see that, you really it's just a lot of talking, and I ain't trying to offend you or nothing like that. And I understand that you really just expressing yourself, but until you really seen what people is really willing to do, it's best to just go with peace. Because a lot of people that go out here to talk about they'll do this, they'll do that, when push comes to shove, when you really see what violence is really capable of, you freeze up. You break into my house, you get one warning shot. Me personally, I have a warning shot. The first one is a salt shell in my shotgun. The rest is not. You got one warning shot to run like hell. Because I would rather have you live another day to think about it. I know people that got shot in the kneecap that every time it's cold, it hurts like hell. I done seen people get beat with ball peen hammers because they owe money. I done seen people get raped because they stole some crack. I done seen people sell their kids because they want crack. The dark side of humanity. So with everything a lot of people say that they willing to do and everything like that, a lot of them isn't.
And also, and a lot of shit though too, sometimes letting a person come back is letting them live is sometimes a problem too, because you could have gotten rid of the problem and now you got a bigger problem because you didn't. That happens too. So I'm not, now understand what I'm saying. All things aside, okay, I have a family. I don't have time to give warning shots. I pray I'm never in a situation like that. I pray I don't. But I also know I'm not about to try to be peaceful on some shit. Because that's not, no. Even the police would prefer that if something happens, you go ahead and put a person down because they don't have to worry about the retaliation. Retaliation is also a part of the dark side of humanity. People retaliate and people come back a lot more vicious than the first time around. So don't try to condescend and be like, oh, you've seen your things, that's fine. Cool. I won't knock you. But also don't knock me as if I'm just some young kid that don't understand how the world works. That, hey, you have those who do good, those who do bad, that when you do bad, there are things that can happen to you, and whatever happens, happens. You can survive from doing bad, as, hey, they break into your house, cool, you can give them a warning shot. I stand on that. I'm not even saying that that's bad that you gave them a warning shot. I'm not giving no warning shot. You had warning when you walked up to my house to break into it. And you chose to, knowing that breaking is a crime and a felony. That was your warning. So you do you. And I'm not gonna knock how you do you. But don't sit up here and try to condescend and talk down because, or try to be dismissive because I'm not gonna try to be. I'm not trying to give chances like that.
I'm just saying it's better just to prefer peace than war, because if war leads to unnecessary casualties, that's what I'm saying.
Yes, I agree to that. So yes, I agree to live peaceably. You know what me living peaceably is, or what men living peaceably is? Hey man, what up, dog? What up? Cool. We go on about our way. You do you, I do me. We all have guns in our houses. Cool. I know you have a gun. You know I have a gun. Cool. I never try to turn that gun on you. You never try to turn that gun on me. It's to live peaceably with men as much as possible. As much, which means do as much as you can, which means go all out. But there's going to come a limit that somebody is not going to want to live peaceably with you. So when it's time for me to live in peace, I'm living peacefully. I'm living peacefully now. I'm doing this podcast. I'm doing my job. I'm kicking, I'm laughing, I'm having a good time. I wish no man ill will. Cool. But there might come a time where somebody wishes me ill will, and I'm not giving them no second or no chance. We're adults. We all know what happens. We all know that everything has a consequences. We know that, hey, look, you do this, this is going to happen. We know this. We're old enough to know this. Okay? And if you don't, today's a good day to learn. If you survive, because people have gotten shot in the head, people got shot in the chest, people got shot in places they should have died and didn't. Let that be a warning. Matter of fact, let's just read up on human history. Let's read the news daily. That's warning enough of what should be. But hey, people do that and still choose to do wrong. So I'm still going to choose to do me.
Do you, player? Do you? But it's almost 2 hours. We were supposed to wrap this up like 47 minutes ago. You have any? Since you the new guest, Miss Alexis, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
You have any shots out that you want to give out, Miss Lady?
No, not really. Just, shout out to Americans. That's it. That's all. That's all I got.
All right. Brother Thomas.
Shout out to my wife and shout out to the legal Americans. And shout out to the people that aren't bothering nobody, who just want to live peaceably, but not afraid to put somebody in the ground if they're messed with in a violent way. Shout out to you guys too. Love you.
My president is orange, my Lambo is blue. And I got a case of rubbers, and I'm planning on fucking you. I'm out.